Hey everyone, welcome to another Rich Has an Opinion.
So, if the US election was rigged by the Democrats, why? Why did they do it? Well, I have an opinion on this, and this is all just theory. So, but first, we need to go back about 6 or 8 years. I've started watching some YouTube videos over the past couple of years that are from that period, with some, shall we say, provocateurs. Their job was to go in, do a speech, and then take questions at the end of it. And every single one of these, shall we say, provocateurs would then be completely shutting down and destroying any libertarians asking questions or making points. Those two people in question that I'm talking about, Ben Shapiro and Milo, I can't pronounce his surname, I'm going to butcher this, Milo Yiannopoulos? We'll just call him Milo. From there I've seen multiple other videos of people calling Milo. If you don't know him, there's probably a link in the description. Then again, they probably won't, I'll forget. But just do a search for him. Of left-wing people calling Milo a homophobic white supremacist. Bear in mind, this is a man who... they also called him anti-Semitic. So, homophobe, white supremacist, anti-Semitic. Right? Milo is gay, Jewish, and married a black Englishman. That kind of goes against the whole flow of everything they're saying about him there. Anyway, multiple people breaking down over Milo and what he's saying, because he doesn't fit in with what the left say he should be. With him being gay, he should be saying these things, but he's not. He's supporting capitalism and, at some point, supporting Trump. He also does a good job of bashing various religions, but that's another point. Anyway, over the years I've seen this attitude progress even worse. What I would say is the political spectrum on one side is all about capitalism, free speech, free markets, and very little government control. On the other side, there is no free speech, everything is controlled by the government, and everybody gets exactly the same, i.e. socialism, communism, whatever you want to call it. It's the same thing. Now, I would say 6 to 8 years ago, everybody was round about the centre of the spectrum, leaning slightly left or right. And they could cope with people on either side. But over the years I've seen this break down. And now the people on the extreme left who want no free speech, who want the government to control everything, who want the communism and the socialism, are now completely unable to deal with anybody who is not in the exact same extreme bubble as what they are. This is where your SJWs and your snowflakes have come from, because they can't cope with anything outside their bubble and just break down. And this has led to warping of various things. So, we go back to 2016. Hillary Clinton wins the popular vote. Donald Trump, out of nowhere, wins the Electoral College. So the tagline that's going around is Trump steals the vote on the Electoral College. Now, is the Electoral College a good thing? I don't know. We don't have it in this country. It seems like it is the best way to deal with a large nation like yours, but here we go. Anyway, over the years, that gets warped from he stole the vote from using the Electoral College to he stole the vote, which then warped a bit further from he stole the vote, so we'll steal it back. Well, this is my opinion anyway. So, a plot is hatched. A couple of people in various different key locations are told how they keep poll watchers out, how they can put multiple ballots through the machine. And then the pandemic comes along, and poll voting comes in. The rules are changed. Now all of a sudden they've got access to hundreds of thousands of ballots that can be harvested, manipulated, and looking at the news, it appears that's how it's been done. And why? Simple. This extreme bubble of being unable to deal with anything else, and a lot of them just come across as being unable to deal with reality. And the fact that they've warped reality to suit their own narrative. And that narrative gone from Trump stole the election using the Electoral College to Trump stole the election to Trump stole the election, so will we. And I genuinely believe that if there has been any underhanded doing in this, these people believe what they've done is only right and fair because Trump did the same thing 4 years ago. But he didn't. But that's just my opinion anyway.